Welcome, guys. Welcome to another video, and this one is sort of depressing, yet it holds a lot of hope. The reason is because if you've seen my last video about the garage update, I told you that I'm selling one of my motorcycles, and that motorcycle which I'm going to sell is the Ninja H2 here, which is a dream bike for millions around the world. And of course, this is also my dream bike. It is quite an irony that how can a bike still remain a dream bike even after you own it? Yes, there are many reasons why I'm going to sell this. I finally decided to sell this. In the last few months, a lot of people have tried to buy this from me. I mean, they've said that, are you going to sell your H2? You name your price, we'll give it to you and stuff like that. And I've always managed to find an excuse of why not to sell it. But after doing Iceland, which I am just coming from, I was a couple of weeks ago, I was in Iceland. I had a lot of time to think about many things, and that was my first road trip post COVID. Last time I actually went solo on an international road trip was from Delhi to Singapore in 2019, and then COVID hit. So a lot of things became clear in this, and one thing is that time and money are limited. So right now, why I'm going to sell the H2 is, number one, is because money. So if you have a depreciating asset, well, of course, it will depreciate your money unless until, of course, it's your work. And in my case, it was also my work. Thanks to God that I've been doing this since 18, 19 years now. But the work with H2 was long finished. Since many months, the H2 has been sitting here in the Motovilla just like a display piece, like a sculpture. It's basically not adding any value other than bragging rights that yes, I have got an H2 and I've got the world's fastest bike, and of course I've got my dream bike and all these kind of things. It's worth a lot of money. I mean, 42 lakhs, brand new. You can't get it off the showroom. You have to wait for 8-9 months at least. So the H2 is equivalent to a fixed deposit, and you can do a lot with that kind of money. Obviously, I will not get 42 lakhs for this, but I'm still getting a substantial amount of money. You can do a lot of things with money, right? I mean, there's a saying that money can't buy happiness, but money can buy you a lot of things. Money can actually set you in the right course, for the next 2-3 years if you know what to do with that money. So I am selling the H2, number one, for money, but that is not the number one reason. The other reason is, which I already said, is that I have done everything with the H2, many things, not everything that one could imagine. Even before buying this, so I bought this in September 7th, 2020, which is like almost exactly 2 years ago. And even before buying this, I had done 20,000 kilometers in Australia on the Ninja H2. And that Ninja H2 actually was producing 256 rear wheel horsepower. So if you want to see that, you can check out the links in the description below. I've got around 4-5 videos on my epic ride around Australia. I still remember it. Done almost all of India on the H2, like the road trip I did 2021, in which other people also rode this. And then I took it to Nat Tracks, which is the 4th or 6th fastest and longest track for high-speed testing in the world, right here in India, in Madhya Pradesh. And then I have also taken it to Jaisalmer. I've taken it to many other places. I've done a lot of photo shoots with it. I've actually given a lot of new clothes. This is the latest version. Since I'm a graphic designer, I like to treat my motorcycles as canvases. what should I do next with it? It's just standing here and it's basically doing nothing. It's just like a person who's greeting people who are entering Motovilla, and that's it. So that is number two, that I have done a lot of things with the H2 and I cannot think anything else in other than the fact that I can do probably daily vlogs, but I don't even do that. I am not a daily vlogger. I'm not a YouTuber. Third thing is that this is the right time to sell it because the new H2 might be around the corner and the bookings might open and the value of this one might go down. So right now is the time to sell because I'm getting a good deal. Fourth point is that who's buying it? So you might probably already know because that gentleman might have already put this news on his YouTube, and the thing is that he will benefit much more than me from this motorcycle because of course this is his dream bike also, and of course I'm not a philanthropist. I'm not just donating the motorcycle. I'm just saying that it will be much more useful to another person, and of course it will still keep engaging in new adventures, and you can keep following him to know what this particular bike is doing. There are several micro reasons. When you have money, like for example, this will give me money. You can do many things. You can, buy a new motorcycle. You can invest it. You can actually grow your money. So all these kind of things, I had time to introspect and think about. And of course, I don't want to sell the H2, but yeah. So it's like a battle of heart and mind, which is always there in these cases. Last but not the least, if it's any consolation, is that I'm not here most of the time, and I have other motorcycles to fall back upon. Like thankfully, for example, I've got the Street Fighter, Hayabusa, Rocket 3, stuff like that. I'm asking myself to grow up a little bit. I'm not a collector. It's like people have made me to be a collector because by chance I got a lot of motorcycles in last few months, but that was by chance. I am not really into collecting. I only had one motorcycle, the Hayabusa, until 2019-20 when the pandemic struck. So that was the only motorcycle that I had, and that was also the second generation Hayabusa. After that, something happened, and a lot of things happened, of course, and then all of a sudden, I have 6-7 motorcycles and I'm being called a collector. So guys, no, I'm not in that race, and I'm very happy with what I have. When I'm talking to you right now through this video, I'm also talking to myself because I'm still trying to convince myself that yes, you have to sell this bike. You've already made the commitment. Now please go ahead and sell this motorcycle because there is something much bigger coming up, and what is that you will get to know in the next 6-7 months. To keep your passion alive, the key thing is to keep doing new things at level which you have not done previously. And I'm happy. I'll be very honest. Somebody asked me, you're not a YouTuber. You don't want to be a YouTuber. I don't know what that means. If you mean that having 1 million followers on YouTube, very frankly, yes, I want to, but no, I don't want to. Why I don't want to is because it will just push me into a direction which I don't want to go, which is daily vlogging. And whatever I have achieved, YouTube has almost no contribution to it. So I'm happy right now to live my life in the next 15-20 years like this, and with your support, with God's support, and with of course the support of the manufacturers who keep producing such beautiful machines, so that they actually motivate us indirectly to earn more, to achieve more, so that we can buy and we can achieve these kind of machines. So I just wish all the best to whoever is buying this. I'm not going to give the name here because you might be already guessing, you might already know. And all the best to you. Just no matter how expensive your dream is, please go for it. But don't forget that it's not only about material possessions, it's also about experiences in life, which of course again require money. All right, ride safe and dream big.